Coming up next, we head to Rock Rapids, Iowa. We're going to be talking to a farm family that uses grain and livestock, plus the newest technology to bring the next generation on board. All right, we're here right outside of Rock Rapids, Iowa. We're here at JRT Focus Farms. It's a family-run operation that utilizes the newest technology, plus some old traditions to make a family farm great. Okay, we're here in Rock Rapids, Iowa, barely, right?
Barely.
We're talking with John Bloomgren. So where is Rock Rapids in the great state of Iowa?
So as far northwest as you can get.
Uh-huh. How far are you away from South Dakota?
12 miles and less than 10 from Minnesota.
And it is not your family farm, you married into it?
I married into it, yes.
Okay.
It's, my wife has 4 brothers and her dad, and then obviously their grandpa started the farm.
Yeah. And your farm here that you're doing with how many brothers?
Four brother-in-laws, yeah. So there's
5 total?
of us.
And the dad is retired?
He still feeds cattle, comes out. He'll be 82 here in June.
Wow. And he's still feeding, huh?
Yeah. It's his love.
So what all do you raise?
Pigs and cattle, corn and soybeans.
Okay. Pigs. Fairly typical, right?
Yeah. Pretty typical Northwest Iowa farm.
All right, we're here with Troy Nolock. And what's the name of the farm?
JRT Focus Farms.
What's that stand for?
JRT is Janet, is my mom.
Yeah.
Roger is my dad, and T's there's 8 children. They're all T's. And then Focus is for our children and us.
Whoa, okay. So they had 8 children, and they're all with T's?
Yep.
Run them down.
Thad, Trent, Troy, Trisha, Travis, Tina, Trila, Tracy.
Okay, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? Yeah.
Better than I did.
So the farm now, we talked with John, but John's a brother-in-law that married into the farm, and then the 4 brothers that grew up on the farm, right?
Yep.
Okay, and where do you fall, like age-wise?
I'm third in line.
Third in line, okay. So tell me what it means to farm with family.
Well, I guess Dad taught us to always think the other person is doing more than you are. And we've been blessed beyond blessed, so if you start thinking you're getting the short end of the stick, you're gonna just go leave. So, I don't know, you just got a lot of give and take, but we're very open. We're very, we know what each other are thinking.
You were talking about the harvest and the changes you guys have done this year. Let's actually talk to the inventor of the Razor's Edge. Let's go talk to Jeremy. All right, we've talked about the concaves. Now we actually have the inventor, Jeremy Mutuchefsky. Mutuchefsky.
You got it. You nailed it the first time. Yeah, you nailed it. Really good.
You told me years ago it's much too sexy.
I didn't tell you that.
You said to remember that.
You just heard that around the grapevine, around the trade show circuit.
Anyway, you actually invented these.
Crazy to think.
Is this like the first, or were you like a Benjamin Franklin?
I'm not a Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Edison, anything like that. I never thought I'd be an inventor. I'm a good sales guy.
Okay. You're Thunderstruck. Tell me what that is.
So we represent a whole bunch of farmer invented products. So somebody like young Mathis comes up with something smart, but he's got to work on the farm. He doesn't have time to go sell it, and he might not be good at it. And that's what Thunderstruck is. We represent a whole bunch of farmer invented products, and we do their marketing, we do their sales, and we do their distribution.
So tell me about these. First of all, tell me why. What made you think, hey, we need improvement here?
I mean, we represented what I felt was the best concave on the market, and they did a lot of things really well, but we were having to come up with different cover plate configurations and different variables to be able to do not only small grains, but high moisture corn. And we felt like with some of the spacing, every concave on the market was really designed around the crop. And I honestly just thought, like, what happens if we design something around the combine?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a crazy idea.
So John was telling us, and honestly, it's a little hard to believe that, he was picking, 30 plus moisture corn down to, as low as it gets. And he wasn't changing anything.
Nothing.
How's that work?
It's all based on the spacing. I mean, we did durum, we did flax, in Canada, we did wheat, we did canola.
I don't know what any of those are.
Yeah, small grains.
Okay.
But we're able to do all of that because we designed the concave around the combine and how the material flows through.
Okay.
So normally it comes in and every module in this combine would be identical. Every module in your combine would be identical. Mm-hmm. For us, every one of these modules is different, because everywhere that the material hits the concave, we need it to be threshing.
Yeah.
And everywhere that it normally doesn't hit the concave, we need to force it in that area so that we can balance the separating area.
Well, okay, I'm going to give you a chance to do the sales pitch, because a lot of farmers are sitting there going, combine works, it's fine. I adjust enough stuff, it works. Why do I spend the money? Why do I go to the effort of changing this stuff?
You only change it once, so you'll never change it again. But really, it's about balancing the separating area. So you can, right now, every single rotor combine overloads one side or the other. And so you're only using 60% of that separating area. When you can use the whole separating area and run the material through the combine the way the combine was actually designed to work, you can go faster, you can cut fuel, I mean, a cleaner sample. There's so many different things that are an advantage. So why not?
Well, I think it's really cool what you've done, not just with Thunderstruck, because I've always appreciated what you've done with that. Not just for yourself and what you built, but what you have provided to farmers out there that had really good ideas. And now they're able to make profits, make a living off of it. But to go a step more and actually put inventor on your LinkedIn, you're like the Elon Musk of concaves.
Steve Jobs presentation, right? I'm just kidding. I'm not the Elon Musk of anything. Not that I don't like Elon, but I think that this is just another cool way to help farmers.
Yeah.
Much like the spoked gauge wheel, the residue like there's been so many cool products that we've been able to represent, and now we just get to represent one of our own.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, I want to thank you for having us out here. I want to congratulate you on this invention. Very cool what you've done, but I want to talk to the person that actually ran this in their combine. I want to talk to John.
Way better than me.
That's right. You guys, talking to you seem like you want to be on the edge of innovation when it comes to farming. Tell me about your tillage.
So we strip till, so we don't, we have probably a 24-foot sunflower disc that gets used probably on 7 acres a year.
Okay.
So that's what our tillage consists of.
Into stripping, I get it.
Yeah.
Doing the strip till, which I imagine that's going to be more and more prevalent. The guys that do it, seems like they never go back. But let's talk about the other end of the harvest, right? What are you guys doing different there?
I'd say the thing that would be different than the typical grain soy farmer would be our wet cattle feed we put up. Like with the combine, we'll combine 30 to 32%
My
corn.
gosh. And you're actually shelling it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that work?
What's better now than it used to be. Obviously, you could picture all this sappy leaf that gets all hairpinned in the concaves. And
So what have you done concave-wise to help with that?
Yeah, we went to the Razor's Edge. Last year I demoed them, some prototypes, and it was like a game changer.
Why?
They didn't plug, like they stayed clean, like minimal hairpinning, and the grain just fell through. I'd used some other concaves before, wide open, and they would overload the sieves with mog.
Yeah.
And then, with wet corn, trying to get mog and wet corn out the back of the sieves, you can imagine, it's like a mat and it just sends it out the back.
When harvest comes, I mean, it sounds simple. It's like, oh, you just have to stop the machine, take whatever time, an hour plus to put the cover plates on and stuff like that. But you never want to do it. It always hits at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So to have something I can't believe that, go from like 30 plus down to 12, and you're saying
Nothing.
You don't have to touch anything.
Nothing. Yeah.
With these concaves, you really think they made that much of a difference?
Oh yeah, I know they made that much of a difference. What we found is you got a sharper edge on this concave.
Like a razor's edge.
Like a razor's edge, literally a razor's edge. So you can lower your rotor RPM, which is what's it gonna do to your grain quality? It's obvious it's gonna increase it, right?
Yeah,
and then you
I like
can
spin it fast, so because eventually they're going to crush it for seed or for feed anyway. So might as well grind it up in the combine.
have a pre-thresher in there.
Exactly.
That's
I'm
right.
just trying to help.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, John, we're here at the farm shop, and you guys do a lot of your own mechanic work, don't you?
Yeah, the bulk of it we do here. Yep.
At some point, though, does it actually kind of hurt if you have to call in a technician?
Yeah, it's progressively with technology advancing. It just happens. You just do it quicker than you used to.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. You guys obviously do a good job with your grain side. Do you feel it's important to be involved with livestock as well?
Yeah, I think diversity is the key. When one enterprise is profitable and the other one's not, if you put all your eggs in one basket, it's...
Yeah. Well, and it's been fun to see at least the cattle have some good years. I mean, do you feel like, you know, you have like a year where you have the depressed grain markets, at least you can look at the livestock as, hey, maybe a way to pull that up?
Yep, typically. So what we say is our grain walks off the farm.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can eat it.
Yep, our grain walks off the farm. Pigs or cattle.
Well, what advice would you give someone that is thinking about coming back to the farm or starting to farm on their own, a young person? What advice would you give them?
Don't be afraid to think different. And you don't have to do everything just like Dad and Grandpa did. But listen to them.
But listen to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What did your father-in-law do wrong?
I'd say he was...
Yeah, I wouldn't answer that.
Yeah, he's amazing. Serious. He's off the charts.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yep.
Obviously, he did something well because 4 sons and 1 son-in-law coming back, and now the next generation on top of that. That says a lot about what he built.
Yeah.
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 John, I want to thank you for having us on your farm and meeting your family. It's truly an honor. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks for spending some time with us here on Shark Farmer TV. For more stories about people in agriculture, catch my shows on Rural Radio Channel 147 Sirius XM. There's more in-depth discussions on my podcast, and of course, you can check out previous episodes of this show on my YouTube channel. Find out more at sharkfarmer.com.